Listening to music is a fun and easy way to learn a language. In this video, I will be going over the best types of music to accomplish this. The first requirement is absolutely essential, and I feel like I say this for every video, but the most important thing is to enjoy the music you listen to. If you enjoy something, you'll do it more frequently. This leads to increased exposure, and you'll get better faster. Thankfully, there is no shortage of good music in any language. And before you go saying, oh, my language is too small, we don't have good music, I literally just searched up Hmong music on Spotify, and there was like 13 hours of music made in 2023 alone. Guess how many people speak Hmong? About 4.1 million. This is 3 times less than the 92nd most spoken language, Hungarian, which has about 12 million native speakers. Point being, there is good music, you just have to look for it. And if your language is smaller, you might have to do a little more searching, but I promise you, it's there. Unless you're learning a critically endangered species like Navajo or Hawaiian, and if you're learning those, we need to have a completely different discussion. So I know that you said the songs are supposed to be ones you like, but what should the songs actually sound like? This is an excellent question, and of course the answer is not clear-cut. In my opinion, it is all dependent on proficiency levels. If you are a beginner, then slower, more repetitive songs would be better. If you are an intermediate, you may want to try listening to faster songs with a little more variety in their verses. Finally, if you are advanced in your target language, I highly recommend you listen to rap. It is also important to note how you use songs to study a language. If you are just casually listening, it may be best to choose songs that talk about very common themes. An example in English would be anything by Bruno Mars or Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift sings a lot about emotions and relationships, and Bruno Mars basically does the same thing. These are topics that come up quite frequently in day-to-day conversation, so if you just have them in the background, then these are great songs to listen to. If you are studying lyrics, I once again highly recommend rap. Because there are so many words and so many rhyme schemes, artists will frequently switch out common words for more obscure words to fit the rhyme scheme. This increased variety in word usage will be sure to improve your vocabulary in your target language. If you study with music, then lo-fi in your language might be available. For example, I'm studying Portuguese, and I know Saib is an artist who creates lo-fi and uses Brazilian samples sometimes. But keep in mind that this will probably only be available for larger languages. Choosing music to listen to when learning a language also depends on your goals. For example, if you want to learn modern slang in your language, you would listen to modern songs that use said slang. However, it is important to note, this is very, very important, so please listen. If you are old, do not do this. And when I say old, I mean like 20 years old and above. I'm 20. I shouldn't be doing this. Because my reasoning for this is, if I were to go up to a 15-year-old and use words like perf, slay, and bet, they would probably want to punch me in the face, and I would probably be very embarrassed for myself. So, instead of you going and learning these words and using them, I'm just saving you the embarrassment. The reverse can also be applied. If you're an older individual and you want to learn phrases that people in your age group would say, you could listen to songs that were made during your time. I'm saying this for like, I don't know, 50-year-olds, like 50 years old is not old, but like your time, and you can pick up on some of the sayings that were made during this time period. You'll be able to sound like you grew up there, you know? However, the best type of slang to learn through language is just general and common slang. An example in English would be y'all, cool, awesome, to hang out, etc. Another goal could be to improve your vocabulary. I again 100% endorse rap because they use so many different words and words that aren't so common, so it would be very beneficial to you to study those types of lyrics. Another strategy could also be listening to a variety of different artists because each artist expresses themselves through their music differently. The last objective that you could train towards using music as your medium is pronunciation. Finding catchy songs will motivate you to learn the lyrics and sing along, and tell me, look me in my face and tell me that you don't want to scream music in a foreign language. I promise you do. I promise. It's awesome. Finally, we have the thumbnail. This is a sound clip that was taken from Marina Senna's Me Toca. As you can hear, the part that was highlighted is the most audible part in the clip. it has the least amount of background noise, and the way she was singing almost made it seem like she was talking. This is perfect. This is absolutely what you want to listen to if your goal is to get better at your language. But on the opposite side of things, we should also look at what you shouldn't listen to if your desire is to practice your language. This song is called Let's Go 4, and it is literally the most popular song in Brazil right now. So, I'm so sorry Brazilians, because I know many of you are hating me right now. But you're just gonna have to deal with it. I chose the song for one reason. It uses a lot of autotune. A second song that has poor teaching potential is the song called Forte para Sorte, and it sounds like this. As you can probably tell, the beat is like 10 times louder than the lyrics, so it's very difficult to hear the words that they're saying. And this is not ideal if your goal is to learn a language using music. So if you want to find music that accelerates your... Really? So if you want to find music that accelerates your learning the most, I highly recommend finding music that does not have autotune and that has very quiet background noise. I would say that artists that sing more clearly would be better, but at the same time, not everybody talks like they're narrating a documentary. So it may be best to go based on your proficiency level. If you are a beginner, then try to find songs that have very clear vocals. But if you are more advanced, it could be beneficial to find songs that slur their words a bit more or mumble a little bit more, just to emulate natural talking. And side note, because there are many accents to one language, it could be beneficial to listen to music that originates where you want to sound like. For me, I'm studying Brazilian Portuguese, so I would not want to listen to European Portuguese. Are you kidding me? So everything that we covered is as follows. Firstly, and most importantly, you must enjoy the music you listen to. As for the type of music, it is very dependent on your skill level and goal. If you are a beginner, slow music is good, intermediate is for faster music, and if you're advanced, listen to rap. If your goal is to grow your vocabulary, rap is great. If it is to become conversational, pop works well for this. The best qualities a song can have is lack of autotune and quiet background music. The songs that clarify the singer or rapper are most ideal. Are you kidding me? Okay, so that's it for my video. I'm gonna go before that fire alarm just constantly rings. I hope you guys have a great day, and I look forward to making another video. I'm gonna lose my mind.